And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Let me put my tea down so we can say clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs, man. I have the utmost respect for you. That takes courage, determination, strength, and everything else. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, cab driver, taxi driver, whatever you want to call it, delivery driver, truck drivers, especially those long distance trucking drivers. Shout out to Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Yesterday, there was a big old pileup in Texas, and I believe like 6 people died and 71 persons were injured. So it gets dangerous out there on the roads. And I realized that within that crash, there were a lot of cars, but there were a lot of semis in there as well. A couple of big trucks were in there as well. So stay safe out there on the road, all right? You leave your house, you don't know if you're coming back. Today, later today is not promised to you, much less tomorrow. Yeah, so stay prayed up, protect yourself, keep your guard up, keep your head on a swivel when you're out there, and just be good. All right, obey speeding signs and all this. I don't know where some people are rushing to, 100 miles an hour, and go kill off themselves and other people. Big up on yourself, and thank you for being here this morning. Shout out to my retirees. Shout out to my all the good people out there. And when I say good people, I mean those who genuinely want good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. We have a festive Friday morning here, people. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend, baby. Listen, the weekend is always festive for me. But anyhow, Chris Royals, big up. Thank you for being here. Who's that? Careless C1 says, up, SouFLo. It's the freaking weekend, baby. All right. Sonia Unstoppable, thank you for being here. Anthony Bearer, Darlene Walter Riley, Nature Man, big up yourself. Sash, good morning. Laura Newman, thank you for being here. Nicole Bazar, thank you for being here. And Alfred Benjamin says, it's the freaking weekend, baby. Up. Manners and respect, subscribers. Thank God it's Friday. For those of you who work Monday to Friday, you can't wait till Friday comes. And I know this from experience, right? You just can't wait till Friday comes. You get a little break. You get a little reset. You get a little me time. Not true. All right. Judy Llewellyn, Shaw Castle, thank you for being here. Carolyn Scott, thank you for being here. The names go on and on. Arlene Canstoppable, Bugsy Daly, thank you for being here. Anthony Wells, Andrew Wright, Mitzi, good morning. Thank you for being here. The Unboxing TV says, up. Matters and respect. Virtuous Woman, good morning. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. And as I move along with my morning thoughts this morning, if I didn't call your name, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because we're moving on with the program. So, Old Junkro 416, every time I see that name, I just laugh. Like, I who name themselves Old Junkro though, but Old Junkro 416. Big up yourself this morning. All right. We got a couple of things on the board we're going to talk about this morning. Let's start out with Beenie Man. So we're going to talk about Beenie Man because we covered it before, so we're going to update the story. All right. Not going to take too long. Beenie Man pleads not guilty. And sister and nieces plead guilty. And then there's the Jamaica Gleaner obtained a copy of an extortion note that we're going to read. Shout out to Wifey. Wifey chose 3 of our topics this morning and said, here are your 3 topics for tomorrow morning's morning thoughts, which means I have to go research and bring it to you. Here we are. Ganja mash up some of the men in my family. We have to talk about that. That was a statement, by the way, made to me by someone. Anyways, shout out to the bartender. Shout out to Corner Shop. Shout out to Orville Expressions and his whole Expressions family. For those of you who watch, like I asked you to go support and I told you to go watch the bartender. As you know, the bartender is on a break right now. Another season is about to begin sometime soon. In the meantime, they have a show on that is called Corner Shop. Big up the corner shop, big up my lane, big up my block. That you need to watch this one as well. All right, just like bartender. Bartender spicy on the next level, but bartender more like soap opera happening in Jamaica, in regular people life kind of thing. Corner shop is, I'm getting a lot of knowledge out of corner shop. Seeing or that's the vibe. And just go watch it, please. Corner shop by Expressions JA. Go on YouTube, find Expressions JA, click it. I really think we don't support each other enough. And your people could stand in front of you all day and beg you for support them thing, and you wouldn't. I look at these series like Bartender and Corner Shop, and it really shows me that our people talk more than they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take nothing for you to hit that subscribe button. Nothing at all. It's not gonna hurt you. Your fingers aren't gonna freeze up. Your hand them not gonna knock when you're done. You know what I'm saying? Just hit it. But out of that inbred desire to not see each other win, you just scroll past them thing. And you might tell yourself that, no, I'm just a scroll past because it's not my interest. Oh, no, wicked. Some of them go to the same programs, watch the same program every single day almost, and just won't hit subscribe. I mean, I like that boy there, you know, but you watch his programs every day, right? I can't stand him chat too much, but you watch his programs every day. Not true? Hit the subscribe button, man. It does a lot for the channel, because if the channel don't grow, then the channel is going to die. And that's for all the others out there who you like, but you don't want support because I just saw you steal, right? So Corner Shop is popping right now. Bartender, I can't wait for the series to start back again. Shout out to Arville Expressions and the whole Expressions crew and family. Expressions JA on YouTube. Go check them out and support them as well. Even Rapper Cropper was on a series of one episode of, and I know a lot of you go to Cropper channel as well. Big up to Rapper. He was in a series. He was in not a series, but in an episode. And it was a good episode. It was a fun episode. It was one of the episodes that we talk about the most right now. So go check it out. Go check it out. All right. And we're going to talk about 90s dancehall still leading the way. Because the new music is, I don't know, it's not hitting like 90s dancehall was hitting. See? So we're going to talk about all these things this morning. And I should start off with, let's start off with this extortion letter. So Jamaica is not a place, you know, and I'm telling you, it's a beautiful place and things can go so wrong so quick. See? Beautiful and dangerous. That's Jamaica for you. You sound like a Jamaican woman. Beautiful and dangerous. Anyhow, let me pull up this extortion letter here. So the Jamaica Gleaner says that the Gleaner has obtained a photo of an extortion note which triggered a lockdown of operations on the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project. The threat was made anonymously via a handwritten note. The road work, which is being carried out by China Harbor Engineering Company, resumed yesterday following a meeting with the security forces and National Work Agency and other stakeholders. So I don't know if you've been to Jamaica recently. A lot of you might not know, but last time I was there, it was a lot of work going on the road. And I noticed that China Harbor is the one that was doing most of the construction there. I even said it to wifey as we were driving through. I said, wow, there's a lot of Chinese people around here in the construction thing, and they take the higher road. They're the engineers. They're the ones that are overseeing. And then you have our local people who are actually doing the manual labor under their directions, right? So you can look at it both ways. Boy, this look like slavery, or some cheap labor them I get them, and look how them stand up over them like slave master and all that. Some people could go that route. Others can be sensible and say, hey, the locals don't have the know-how, knowledge to engineer the thing. These people bringing them own equipment, them everything. They're making their investments, right? And a part of a deal. And they're, how should I say it now? They're improving the infrastructure of the country. One time gone enough to go from Clarendon to Kingston used to take you, it's like an overnight trip. That done. Now you fly from Clarendon to Kingston in no time. Zoom, I'll be there shortly, and you're there. So, you know, there's a lot going on there, but the extortion thing. So Jamaicans aren't playing around. I told you before, there are a couple of things that are big money-making things in Jamaica. Extortion is one of them. You remember the movie Shutters? I think somebody started, it's like art imitating life. In this case, it was life imitating art. Or maybe Shutters was just showing us what was actually really going on, but we never know it. So I was coming of age in Shutters. Shutters the movie, where Wayne say, you see all them little store and them little shop there down there, so down the hill there. When he picked up his brother from the airport after him get deported. You see them little shop and store and all them little something there down there. The whole of them pay me a thing. And them said, nigga, you extorting these people. He said, no man, them pay me a thing. You know? So and ever since then is when I started paying attention to the extortion thing. A big thing. It's a big business. Anyways, the extortion letter kind of had me laughing, but me know say if the extortion letter is real, then whoever is behind this is serious. And the people then better not act like these people are playing with them, because they are not. All right. Listen to the extortion letter. I'm going to read the extortion letter. At Brains and the Beat, that girl have a problem. What girl have a problem? Brains in here? Did Brains say something? Wait there. Anthony Bearer, clear that up for me real quick before I go any further. Is Brains in here? Did Brains say something? Are you referring to Brains? Are you answering Brains? Come to Anthony, man. Clear up, make me go with the extortion letter. Can you know when you call my wife name, if I don't understand the guanins, I'm gonna inquire. So, is it Zion? A whole different conversation are going in there, so. Blessed Rising, Eve One Melody, thank you. Out of the Manchester, UK. So big up to my UK family. Shout out to each and every one of you. All right. All right. So babe, there's some girl saying that she's stuck in Jamaica and they treating her bad. All right. We're gonna talk about that. I thought somebody was just calling out wifey name, and I said again they have a problem or something. Me have to go address it. Anyhow, back to the program. So here is the extortion letter. The extortion letter says, bear with me, because I'm going to read it as it was written. So I don't want to talk about SouFLo can't read, you know. Big man like him and him claim saying smart. All right, I'm reading it exactly as it was written. This is an extortion letter. Listen, Mr. Blank and Mr. Blank, A-N, not and, A-N. And you're writing to engineers and these kind of people. So I'm supposing using proper English would be the thing to do, because I don't think they understand Patois in time, and them are Chinese too. But anyhow, and these are not Chinese Jamaican, these are Chinese from mainland China. But anyway, Mr. Blank and Mr. Blank, welcome to our program. To our program. The man we are on a program. Yes. Welcome to our program. If you refuse to work with our plan, you and Mr. Blank won't have a contract in Trinityville, and your life will at risk in the next 48 hours. We need $100,000 every 2 weeks, and your work can flow in peace. Now, as you get our invoice, we are going to call you on your phone in the evening, and we will do business from there. Mr. Blank, you live far away, so if you refuse, we are going to kill Mr. Blank. and 2 of the workers them and close the work site. Mr. Blank, don't try use police to find out who this company is, HIS. We are unknown. Unknown. We are unknown, no M. If you guys work with us, everything can go good. Mr. Blank and Mr. Blank and Mr. Blank. Me now waste the last part, I hear this. Me now waste no oxygen and carbon dioxide upon you guys. A corporation or slaughteration. Big money or big funeral for you guys. The end. Now this extortion letter caused all this whole project to come to a halt. And like I said, if you've been through this area before, you will realize it's a big project going on. It's a long stretch of road and byways and things them a build and fix up, and some of it is, I don't know, I see it as something good that the infrastructure is being improved. But that this letter, the man said is corporate, or the woman, whoever write it, said is corporation or slaughteration. Big money or big funeral. You think they're joking? Do you think they're joking? Do you? Me have to laugh, you know. Me have to laugh because here what times are hard, and some people already didn't want to go look work. Times are hard, and people are coming up with ways to survive. But there are people who always leech off of or be predators to others because them feel like said that's how life goes. I'm a taker. I take stuff. Anything we want, I take it. One life to live. Sash says this shouldn't be dismissed. That's why I laugh, Sash. I laugh because it's written funny, but me know, so them dead serious. They are as serious as a heart attack. And the sad part about this now is what? Them are gonna kill 2 of the workers, right? Just for prove a point. Mr. So-and-so are dead, and 2 of the workers are dead if money don't run. They said, nobody bring police in at this and try to figure out who this is. All right. They already went wrong and brought police in and published it that they brought police in. They already brought police in and they publish it after the people them tell them nobody bring police in at this. So you know what I think is going to go on next? I think we can look forward to some violence, and then they will be contacted again. Slap with 2 people and come back and say, listen, we said don't bring no police in at this. You bring police in at this seat there. Them 2 they're dead. Go for police again, 4 more dead. But you're going to pay this money or you're going to shut down the project. I saw it go. Don't ask me how I know. I'm just saying, maybe I could write movie scripts. I don't know. But I can see this coming. I can see this coming because them not joke. Them not joke. The conversation right now is this. Our place this dog. Our place this. Them have to pay for living night. See? But the boy them pay the money because them can afford to pay the money. Matter of fact, them worker here with them have around here, them worker here now get no big money for them hard labor here. So we are extort to get reparations and these things. That are the conversation are going. The man says, the woman, man or woman, I don't know is who, cooperation or slaughteration. That is the alternative. That is the alternative. Big business are going on, and people are being extorted, but I just saw the thing go. I'm telling you right now, they went wrong by publicizing that they brought the police in. Sometimes how the law enforcement do things. Big up to the JCF, big up to the JDF. I told y'all before, my dad was a career soldier. My grandfather, which is his dad, was a JCF officer for a whole career, longer than my age at the time when he retired. And so I come from that cloth as well, right? Big up to them. But sometimes when I sit back and I look at how they do stuff, like for instance, if they're gonna do a raid of an area, or they're going to lock down an area. They publicize 2 days out. It's Monday, and they're going to hit the target Wednesday, and then put it out in the newspaper on Monday that we will be in Trinityville or we will be in Montego Bay to put the place under state of emergency or under zones of special operations starting Wednesday. And I'm sitting far in Medina, and I'm sitting here reading all this, and I'm like, oh, so me know say if me a bad man and this is where I'm operating, pack up my things by Wednesday. Matter of fact, I'm leaving Tuesday because I don't want no interruptions. I leave Tuesday, you come in Wednesday. And then when they're going to leave, they give an end date. And they said, we will be there for 4 weeks. So the bad man don't know, say, yo, 4 weeks. All right, so we have to go, yo, dog, we have to go set up over stuff for 4 weeks. Seeing because 4 weeks, boy, them said, so let's plan ahead and make it for 8 weeks because sometimes they extend it. Yeah, but they're going to leave regardless. They don't have the manpower or whatever to stay. It's like giving them, I mean, I understand. It's like sharing your OPSEC intelligence with your enemy. Hey, we're going to come into your sector at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Be prepared. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. For this, they should have never mentioned that them bring police in there. The note clearly says don't bring police. The note clearly says we are going to kill 2 workers and Mr. So-and-so. The other Mr. So-and-so, you live far. So we can't catch you. But we are going to catch the other one, Mr. So-and-so. He might get slapped and 2 other workers. Any random 2 workers. What they should have done was take this, act like nothing is going on, and set up some serious intelligence around the area, some serious surveilling, some serious, you talk about bring out the drones, bring out the binoculars, you know what I'm saying? You have snipers on deck. Put 2 of them. Put your JCF well-trained soldiers to use. And them thing here we train for. Put them to use. We can lay down in a bush for 30 days straight. Roll over and do another whole day and cover it back and roll over the way there. And them man, they train for them things there. Put them to work. You just come out and put it in the big newspaper. After the people them said, don't bother bring no police in this. You think a joke? I think them people that need to go watch Shatters again because you see one time my boy they walk into the store and him say, Mr. Chin, what the thing there? And Mr. Chin said, yo, you know man, I pay next week. I don't have no money. When sir? Him say, yo, Max, done him. And Max himself done him or somebody else. Mr. Tim feel like it's a joke thing this, done him. And then blam, blam, blam and kill up the man. So art imitating life or life imitating art, I saw it go now. Them scenes that you saw in that has become a reality and a daily occurrence, pretty much, where people are extorted, and if they don't pay, no matter what police them go get or what soldier them go get, they're not untouchable, and they will make an example out of you. So the next person who take over that business will understand that, yo, when we have budget out the thing, we have to budget out the extortion fee as well. Because them now play. You're dealing with people who are ready to die, apparently. You're dealing with people who live wild. Wildlife, you know. I don't know. So I don't understand how the security forces operate sometimes. I can't. Now, with that said, maybe, no, this person don't care about education. This person does not care about, oh, if I'm fluent in English and my letter is articulate. All this person care about is you get the message. And if you don't understand it, go get a local Jamaican to translate it for you. Most of it was in English, so I'm sure they understood what this says. All right, I don't think this is a joke thing. As in, I laugh. We can laugh at the letter. We say the letter sounds funny. It's not well written. It's not in the Queen's English. But we know that they are dead serious. So I'm going to stay watching this project to see if anything develop around them areas there and these kind of things. And we will revisit this some other time. All right. So them not for play neither. Hit the like button. Shout out to Christine Blake. Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. Bossy Boss says, so them not for play neither. And J Can says, what I don't like with Jamaica, they don't investigate first. They always be running to the media. No, you can't even build a case to catch them. because they now know that them are police involved. After we tell them don't get no police involved, so let's move to plan B. That may I say, it don't make no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. Somebody else said the extortion letter should be typed, but I guess if you write it, it's more personal. You know, they have the resources in the US, right? If this was written with your handwriting, they could somehow trace this back to you. By the way, let's talk about NIDS and the new biometric collection system. Remember we talked about that earlier during the week? So these are reasons why, perfect example right here, why they want to collect just more than basic stuff that they have already, where they're going for your voice and they're going for your fingerprint. They want your voice pattern. So even if you put something on it to change the voice, they can still tell that it's yours. They want your fingerprint, of course. Everybody give up on fingerprint already. Them all want toe print, foot bottom print. Palm prints is a part of the new program as well. Scanning of the iris is, as well as your handwriting. You see it? So all they had to do now, if that was established already, was drop that writing there in our database, scan through, and it'll be like, brrr, up, eliminated, brrr, up, eliminated, brrr, match, match, match. Okay, these 4 match. Let's narrow it down. Find these 4 persons. That's what it's for. That's what it's about. Enough people can't even see that far ahead, but that's what it's about. So I go. Who's that? Tony and Campbell Brown says some corrupt police. Some corrupt police. Some of these men who are doing these things. That's why Jamaica now go better. I've heard that. Hey man, you know why the murder rates are high and the amount of people they catch for the murders are so low? It's because them people in a uniform I do it. They have the know-how to do it. Them, a lot of them work with people who employ their services and pay them way more than the force pays them to be in uniform. So them work on the other side of the law as well. That's why when I say big up to the JCF and big up to the JDF, I always finish it off by saying big up to the good ones then. Because me did go to school there and have brethren who wanted to be police, and I come from family members that are, and these people wanted to do it for all the right reasons. See? But there are those who want to do it for all the wrong reasons, and they are involved, and they are a part of the problem as well. With that said, I have an artist that I want you to listen to, but before I do all that, Beenie Man pleads not guilty. Beenie Man pleads not guilty. SouFlo, what would you have done in this situation? With the letter, I just explained what I would have done, boss. Boss. Listen, first of all, we would keep the letter quiet. Okay? We received the extortion letter, we would keep it quiet. How did we receive the extortion letter? Is the first thing. Anybody who bring it come here, grab on them first. Or we're trailing them and no one is knowing that we're trailing them. How you get the extortion letter to bring it to us? I'm sure they didn't randomly just choose somebody who is going to say, I don't know nothing about nothing. They chose somebody who they could trust with the delivery. So who was it? Who brought the extortion letter? That's where I would start. And then I would start looking into other things like don't speak about it, but start setting up around the perimeters. See? That means we're going to employ the forces. JDF, JCF, JDF, Jamaica Defense Force soldiers, them have snipers up there. All right? And they have scouts up there. This is what they're trained for. Well, I don't know if they are. I'm pretty sure this is what they're trained for. Put those people to work. Put police on the ground. So police are about do them business and let those people know how important this project is. And if you compromise this project, there are penalties, consequences to be paid. I don't know about Jamaica Army and police force as in consequences to be paid or you being held responsible. I can tell you this about the army that I was in. There was no, matter of fact, this is the saying, no excuse is acceptable. Period. Think about that. Because I know right now you're thinking, but what if my mom died? But what if my daughter's? But what if the... No excuse is acceptable. Period. You accomplished the mission as was set out. End of story. If you are trained, and they have a saying, if you are trained in what it is that we task you to do, then failure is not an option. We don't want to hear about failure. And you will be held accountable. No excuse is acceptable. That's it. So I would handle it differently. I would handle it in a more sensitive manner. It wouldn't be out in the public already. It wouldn't be on front page news already. This is not going to scare away the people who are doing what they're doing. All it's going to do is drive them to their plan B. And you don't know what their plan B is. Their plan B might be, all right, since I want to play like that, just slap with 2 people. Now you're dealing with murders plus this extortion. You try to find out who, and we're going to slap with 2 more until you start paying. And guess what's going to happen? Local workers are going to say, no, I'm not going to work over there, because then they kill the people and we'll work over there. So the project is going to be, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's so easy. A matter of fact, is why I think, what is their reason for releasing all this and for dealing with it in a public manner? What's their reason? This is where you gather evidence, you know. So by the time you kill out 2 of them extortionists there and find the other 2 that was associated with them, you can bring everything else. Yes, we started on March 14th is when we got this letter. On March 14th, we started trailing the person who brought the letter to us. On March 16th, we followed him for 2 days and nothing happened. He went home, he went to work like a normal person. On March 16th, he met up with these 2 individuals. We started trailing those 2 individuals and the person who brought us the letter. And by March 18th, we realized that this individual was involved in this and that individual was involved in that, blah, blah, and you build your case. This is how the feds build their case, and it takes them time and patience and diligence. Them got bug where they have to bug. They follow who they have to follow. All of them have to dress up like woman to follow you around. And you're passing thinking, I just saw this old lady in the lobby, and you don't know that that's a secret agent. Genuinely going, they're going to put on makeup, wig, dress, heels, and everything. They put their case together tight. So when them grab you, that is why most people say when the feds grab you, you might as well cooperate. You might as well work with whatever deal they have on the table, or just take that long time that they're going to give you, because their case is going to be solid, and they don't come for you unless their case is solid. That's why they have a high rate of conviction. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up. So I saw a thing go. Yes, that's how I would handle it. Somebody said Jamaican police are bad, man. Not all of them. Not all of them. I know some that are good people. And let me say this again. I have never had a bad run-in with Jamaican police, ever. And also, I feel more secured in Jamaica than I do in the US dealing with police. I have never been approached when I got pulled over with a hand-on gun already and I didn't do anything. If you're coming to tell me that my backlight is out, or that I skipped a lane, or I turned without a signal, there's no reason for you to have your hand on your gun already. You run the plate before you got to me. You know that whoever is driving it, then my vehicle is usually registered to me. Even if I'm driving a rental, you can run that and see that it was, I mean, you don't have to come up. So, but this is how you're approached here. This is how I've been approached here many times in different states when I've been pulled over. I've never had no bad run-in with them. I've never had any disrespect. You know, they're men of the law, or men and women of the law, and they wear a uniform and they represent something that is supposed to be where we adhere to these rules and they're enforcing. All right. I deal with them with respect. And I find that when you deal with people of authority with respect, they deal back with you with respect. When you deal with them with no respect, then you have no, imagine if you have somebody who is power tripping and you start off with your disrespect. This person is going to go over hills and valley to show you that I am authority. I have the right to blah, blah, blah. Hey, McCam, done you off right now, and do anything. So that can escalate really quickly. That's why we've done videos before, how to interact with law enforcement officials when you come in contact with them. A lot of those videos we've done, we've geared them towards young black men or black men, period. Then black people coming in contact with police in the US, per se. But this can be applied all across the globe. If you come in contact with them, keep it mannerable. See? No disrespecting. I've seen countless videos, like Jamaican people different. And I do give credit to these JCF officers, because sometimes some stuff that I've seen, I've watched the videos and I'm like, yep, ooh, whoa, yep, dead. In the US, dead. In the US, you would have been dead in the first 2 seconds after you tried that. That next video, yep, in my God, dead. He would have been dead already. But the Jamaican police like fight through it with them and go through it with them. You know why? I think they look at us and they see us as their own. They could look at me and say, boy, I'm looking like my brother Sean, or I'm looking like my brother Benji, or whatever. It's a kin they feel that they don't check in on that feeling. It's just naturally there. It's just naturally there for a white police officer to see you. And he's like, I ain't got nobody black in my family. He doesn't have to say it out his mouth. It's in his brain already. They don't look like me. All the things that I've been taught about these people growing up, all this other stuff, it all comes into play, whoosh. And now I'm in a position of power. And I got you at my gun nozzle, right? For us and ours, it's different. You can't reason with them even. Well, I'm an officer, everything good. Yeah, man. Boy, you know, I rush still, John knows. Sorry, me know me a speed. I apologize. Me know me a speed. I keep the limit and blah, blah. You know what they said to me one time? I was flying coming down. I think, babe, if she's still on here, because she was with me on this pullover. I think we were coming from Mobay, heading into Portmore. Portmore was our destination. We were heading from Mobay. But a piece of highway there. The highway is so smooth. And, you know, me have the new car there, and I'm just revving it out. Me not even realize I'm doing like almost double the speed limit. Because there's nobody on the highway. And the highway only goes one way. So it's not like I'm going to have a head-on collision. It's not like, you know, it was that piece of road, babe. The police step out in the road in front of me, so for a way down the road and wave me over. And I just pull in. And I said, damn, I was speeding. That's the first thing I said. Damn, I was speeding. But I didn't expect to see them out there, because we drive the road there before and it was empty. My babe? All right, babe, thank you. And it was empty. And that was the recourse of the conversation. Me never going like, yo, foreign, come down from, you know, and I see what me I drive and me have this and money. Go down, give me a ticket and make me go about my business, man. So not always that you terrorize poor people, and you got to know how to talk to them. Or I've seen people who are in positions of power try to tell the police officer about, I'm going to have your job taken away for this, you know. I'm going to have, I guarantee you will be unemployed by Monday morning. You can't deal with these people like this. You can't deal with these people like this. Them out the road already whole day. They are left to the mercy of the world. Think about this. A car can't just fly by, right? It's a dangerous job. You would be on edge all day. A car could just drive by and just spray you with bullets. You can't leave your post. This is where you are assigned, and you have to take care of this piece of road here, and you have to take care of this area. So it's a dangerous job. They're already on P's and Q's and on guard. So just deal with them nicely and go about your business. The man said I was speeding. I said, yes, I know. I know. What is somebody going to say? You know, say I speed sometime and then pull you over here and talk about which part me did I speed. Eh? I saw you always terrorize poor people, man. Listen, man, just give me a ticket, make me go about my business. That's not me anyways. So I've never had a run-in. I've never had a problem with. So when I say big up JCF and JDF, big them up, because when I'm there, I see them out and about, and it makes the place feel safer. At least knowing that they are in numbers around the place. See? Rude boy Carl, big up yourself. Thank you. I appreciate that greatly. Yeah, man. So shout out again to my Jamaica Constabulary Force officers, male and female, the ones who are in it for all the right reasons to keep our little Jamaica, you know what I say, somewhat safe. Somewhat safe. They're doing their work. They're doing their work. And if you have manners and respect to them, they will have manners and respect back to you as well. I'm pretty sure. And him give me number and say, call me next time you have. Wait there. Once come out the big gun, I had to give him a 500 because I'm on my way back and I was broke. I missed that. Somebody said Jamaica police, Google, Gaga. I saw. It's not my practice to talk bad about people and make up story. No, if they had ever treated me bad, you best believe you would hear about it. I saw some dirty people, let me tell you how them go on. I would take it right here and I would say my piece. I've never, and I've been pulled over multiple times. I've had interactions with them and I have never had a bad experience, ever, ever. They treat you like, you know, I understand that you're a police officer. I understand that I was breaking the law in your eyes and all that. And I respect that. You're out here doing your job. I can't fault you for doing your job. And then later me I go complain and say you're not doing your job if you don't do your job. So you can't have it both ways. Yes? Can't have it both ways. So big up to the good one then. Dr. 35 says, Jamaican, yes, yes, I have been to Jamaica a couple of times. On 2 occasions, we were stopped and asked that right or left, and I didn't understand. When we drove off, my husband told me what it meant. Right or left? Right or left? Well, right or left mean? Right, you go pay this ticket and left you. Give me your money and just go about your business. That them not kill you. Them not kill you. Even if they, listen, even if no joke, is it wrong? Maybe, but every country have their different set of ways that they operate. You know what I'm saying? Is it wrong? Maybe, but them not kill me. They're not going to shoot into my vehicle because he was a black man reached for his wallet and I was scared. Them not kill me. The man them say right or left. You have a choice. You take a ticket and you go deal with it later, or left. Say $5 bills, squeeze off something and boy that may have enough and go on by your business same way. Yeah, and it don't have to even look like it's an extortion. You're an officer. All a granny, all a 2 grand, buying yourself around. Seeing manners and respect every time. I appreciate the great work you're doing out here and go about your business. Take a small extortion and go about your business. But I feel safer. I'll put that out there. I feel safer with them than up here. Up here, me para, and I'm not lying. I'm para as ever. I drive not too far from my house and get pulled over. Man asked me about what are you doing in this area. I said I live right to the adjoining area. I had no idea I wasn't supposed to come over into this area, or that I had to explain to somebody why I'm here if I came here. I'm just going out for an early morning drive. Driving license registration. I said, it's over there in the glove compartment. I'm going to have to reach for it. All the while, my hand up on the steering wheel. This is too much to process, man. Too many steps to save my life. When we there in Jamaica, the window down, the AC, now I'm blowing breeze, me I feel I'm blowing too smooth and nice. Get pulled over by one of my own and just like, yeah, see it here. John know me that speed for real. All right. One officer. SouFLo, one. Here what? You that speed, brother. You have to about double the speed limit on these things. And we talk and everything, and then that work out itself and on my way. Here, yes, trauma nature, man. Here, trauma. Every single time. And sometimes they just pull in behind you. One day I took my camera, put the camera on the stick, set it up, and drove through a neighborhood not far from mine, and I had my kids with me. And I said, I'm going to drive through here just to show you guys, because this is the kind of stuff I do. I will take my son, and I will bring him through messed up places, and I will show him messed up people and messed up places, and I say stuff like, you see these people? They had the same opportunities that everybody else had. Check this out. Your story, how you start in life. Oh, I'm from poverty, and it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. You can work your way out of that stuff. A lot of these people were cool guys in school and the hot girls in school. This is their living condition now because this is what they can afford. You know what I'm saying? This is not where you want to be. And while I'm driving through this neighborhood and I'm teaching my children, as soon as I said to my son, I said, back in the day, like 10 years ago, you couldn't drive through this neighborhood without being followed by police because a lot used to happen in here. A lot don't really happen there anymore. But as soon as I said that, right, but the police car, like it appeared out of nowhere. One white man in there, and he's staring, and he just starts driving behind me. I turn a left and bust a left. I bust a right and bust a right. I say, okay, we're being followed. So I'm recording. Okay, we're being followed. This guy followed me. I drove through and around the neighborhood and followed me the whole way. I'm gonna drive out the neighborhood, went onto the beach side where the rich people them live. The man followed me all the way, all the way, all the way. Then he drove up right next to me, looked at me, and drove off. All that intimidation stuff. You know what I'm saying? All that intimidation stuff. It's scary. They could stop you and throw something in the back of your car and talk about, what's that? Ah, you have drugs on you. Put your hands up where I can see them. Put your hands on top of the vehicle. Spread your legs, blah, blah, blah. Somebody secured this. It looks like cocaine. And you're gone for years. Me not say that happening in Jamaica. So if a man say, yo, give me a $5 bills, I'll go about your business. Me not talk loud when it comes to them thing that I ain't that buy. It's nothing. And if I don't have it, I don't have it. Officer, I have nothing for me, John. But don't load up the thing, man. Don't load up the thing. I don't have the same trauma. I don't feel the same uneasiness. Real talk. Police, men and women, are doing their jobs. That is the way we black people are not following directions and not obeying law and order. And yeah, we have a set of unruly people in Jamaica who feel like them can talk to police anyway and law enforcement anyway and go to murder and this and that. I'm like, I watch these videos and I see it in person too. I see it in person too, and I watch videos and I see it and I'm like really? So big up to them. If you don't kill me one time, we get all irate and everything. You see it? Because you would have been dead if it was in the US. As your gosso, he was reaching for a long sword that was tucked back here. All the man did was go like this. And then fully up a gunshot. So no, we're not experiencing them thing that on our island, and I love that. I love that. I can feel better there. So anyhow, moving along, Beenie Man goes to court and pleads not guilty. Okay, no big deal there. We knew Beenie was going to plead not guilty. Somebody said them should throw out the charges and arrest Beenie Man for that outfit he was wearing, and me didn't see the outfit. Has anybody seen the outfit? I didn't see the outfit. You know, Beenie Man dressing as some Indian something sometime, you know, the sari or whatever it is that Indian people wear, and then some African dress, the man dress. But I say Indian something called, it have a whole heap of shiny frilly on it. But I didn't see this particular outfit. Somebody said them should throw out the charges and arrest Beenie Man. So Beenie Man had 2 summons, right? And the 2 summons them had to do with the Noise Abatement Act and, of course, this COVID lockdown thing we're going and obeying curfew kind of thing. So obeying curfew and the Noise Abatement Act. Them as a Beenie a whole party. He's hosting parties, promoting parties at a time when they're telling us to stay inside or that no one should be gathered in any crowd bigger than so-and-so. What I know is, I see a video, and all Beenie talk about is music alone shall live, and even the judge know that. So that sounds like a guilty to me. Him say he's not guilty, but him say music alone shall live, and even the judge know that. Yeah. So I wanted to tap the screen if him could have feel me. I said, Beenie, listen, your charges has to do with the music. No, don't bring no music talk in here about music alone shall live, and even the judge know that. After you just say it wasn't me, just leave it. Just say I wasn't there, it wasn't me, and I don't recall. Them kind of something there, and then say not guilty. See? but a music alone shall live. And but you know, in Jamaica, even Chris, when him they sing about it, in the song where he sings says, "Big deal. I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deal." You remember that song there? Chris Martin. All right. In that song there, he actually says, in a Jamaica, we have the hierarchy. You have the prime minister, and then you have we. That are the order of the hierarchy. So the entertainers come right under prime minister, which means their rights are kind of different from regular citizens' rights, right? And a lot of them see themselves as that. They see themselves as superior and above the law, and a me and Beenie Man, and this is my place. See, God at the ground, and the place locked down. Boy have to come chat to me. Certain police boy, low ranking police boy can't talk to me certain way. You better go call Soup, I go call your boss, and then something that talk to my lawyer. Big tough lawyer, me have come to Morris Vincent, money long. And you know, those kind of stuff. So I don't know if Beenie was in one of them moments there where him say, yeah, and even the judge say, music alone shall live. No, Beenie, you're supposed to say, we understand music alone shall live, but chill. Just say no, I wasn't there, don't know what they're talking about, not guilty, and me I go left it there. So, do you see me on video at an event that was kept at a time where we were supposed to not be gathering? That's a yes or no. Now, if them have him on video, there's nothing he can say. So we're going to wait this case out to see if them actually have him on video, because if they do, and they can prove that that video was taken at a party that was kept at a certain time, that's what I've heard. I've heard that they have videos of it. Somebody did surveillance, went to the party as a patron, and collected videos. So him saying not guilty, them bringing up the videos, is going to be hard for him to say not guilty. I don't think there is no jail time involved. This is going to be a fee, a small fee. Or if them want to make the fee big, I know they were thinking about charging Elephant Man about couple, was it 20,000 US it would have been worked out to, or 1.5 or 2.5 million. Make it so it hurts their pocket kind of thing, they're saying. But we're not carrying them going to jail for it. So Beenie ain't worried. He ain't getting handcuffed and locked in a cell. But he might fight the case and take all the publicity along with it. So remember that music alone shall live. Even the judge know that. See? At a time when you shouldn't be saying that. All right. Sister nieces plead guilty in the Tamara Geddes case. This is another follow-up because we did cover it from when it happened. So I don't know if y'all remember the girl that was upstairs in the house with our daughter in the room, right? And them said that the guy asked for some pum pum, and the mother was fighting him off and him killed the mother. And we were saying that that guy probably wanted to rape her daughter, her little daughter, but she wouldn't let that happen, and she got killed. And it turns out that it was her own sister and her sister's children, which are her nieces, all females. All females, the irony. No male were involved. It was all females. Female family members, that's deep. Female family members went and got a contract killer for their own female family member that lives in the same house. What it is that made it happen, I don't know the details of it. I heard somebody died and left everything to her, and she wasn't sharing it with them. I've heard also that it's just they've always been warring with each other because she had the pretty one where everybody always treats special, and her sister always carried some kind of a vengeance about that. Whatever the case is, they pled guilty. Whatever the cause is, I still am not clear. However, they've been tried, they've been charged, and they have pled guilty. So now they're going to go forward with trial, I guess, if there's a trial, or if not, sentencing. See, I'm glad that some justice came out of this, because a lot of the times family members orchestrate for others to be killed and nothing comes out of it because that's not somebody they look at. You see what I'm saying? In the investigation, that's her sister, man. They live in the same house. I'm not looking at her. May I look outside when all along it's the sister that shared the same house with their children in there. and you send a man upstairs in the same house, watch the killer come through and act like you didn't see him. Go upstairs. She got a room upstairs. For your own sister. Knowing that she was in the room with her little child. So this little child we talked about before, traumatized, she's going to need long-term counseling to get over this. And she'll never get over this. To get through this. Witnessing something like that. And then knowing that it was your auntie and your cousins that did that to your mom. How can you kill your sister for that? Just full of hate and jealousy. Jano, they do though, man. They do. A lot of these people are killing for stuff that is not even going to last. We look at what they kill for and we're like, what the? You kill this man for what, $500? Really? You kill that man for what? This money won't last you a week and you took away your life. That's how I look at it. And then some kill out of jealousy. Remember, I know, people, you don't have to have a lot of money for people to kill you. You don't have to have come into big inheritance. You don't have to have nothing. People out here are willing to kill you just because they don't like you, period. And they might not, and people don't normally have to have a long list of reasons to not like you. Them can just, yo, my spirit just take that boy there. Yo, that girl like chat too much. And based on that, they're ready to take your life. Just that. They could want to kill you because how people gravitate towards you. Just like in her case, maybe her spirit was different, why people treated her differently. Maybe she was the calm one. Maybe she was the loving, caring one. Maybe she was the one that people could talk to without being judged and ridiculed. Maybe she wasn't loud and boisterous and whatever, right? So people gravitated more towards her and it brought jealousy. Everybody come like she. Oh, what about she, so? And that implanted from a young age and just grew and grew and grew until by you reach adult, it manifests in this kind of way. You know, so me I go hire somebody to kill me, sis. Think of the mind state you must be in. Before me do that, I prefer move out. I prefer not speak. I prefer separate from. But to kill your own, same mother, same father, and you let some stranger do it. And apparently they told the guy, don't make sure that the little girl don't get. Either way you take that is wicked. Because now you're going to leave this little child. First you're going to have this little child witness this being done to her mother. Her mother. And she was at home doing what any good mommy does. She was engaging her child, playing with her child. I think they was up there doing hair and playing makeup and Barbie stuff and stuff like that. She was up there doing exactly what a mom is supposed to be doing. All these things could lead to jealousy. Some people jealous just because of the way you take care of your children. And they can afford to do it the same way, but they don't. So they're jealous of you for all their shortcomings. She's really there taking care of her kid. And you had enough nerve to say, yo, listen, make sure the little girl don't get hurt. The contract is for she alone. Make sure she done. She half a dead. When I want to shoot and mistake and she heal up and investigation lead back and she dead in the room. All right. How much it all cost me? All right. See the money up. You went through all that step by step planning on how to take away the life of your sister. I couldn't be a judge because as a judge, I see no reason for any kind of leniency or mercy in this. None. I wouldn't fling the book, I'd fling the whole library. They would be done. We don't have the death penalty, but they would get something close to it. They would wish we had the death penalty. Torture. Because it's crazy to think of the mind state of a person that would actually orchestrate all that step by step. You're wicked. You beyond wicked. But they've pled guilty. And we're moving right along with them. God go with them. Because me can't go. I'm sorry for the girl. And everybody who's spoken about her has had the same things to say. She quiet enough. She not bother nobody, but she will make you laugh. Like, that's what they're saying. They're like, she's always the life of the party. If you gather around her, you're going to laugh till your belly hurts you because she does funny like that. Yeah? She always a joke and she always care about people. And so I'm saying, maybe it was her personality that drew people to her and is that them jealous of. So for all the people out there who are like that, because some of them, so all the people who are out there that are like that, instead of plotting how to kill somebody that is like that, how about you become that? Become that. Become somebody that people can gravitate towards. Become somebody that's loving and caring and jovial. Become somebody that is not so boisterous and aggressive and all that. Don't be jealous of the person that's not because of what comes with it. Become that. We don't meet nobody in life by mistake. I firmly believe that. That was probably their example teaching them how to become. But instead of learning, them kill the example because they want to stay in their dirty ways. And I say dirty ways because they had to have been dirty people because good people don't get up and do stuff like that. It took orchestrating and planning over time to have this happen and them go through with it. Them are gonna find Beenie Man. That's it. Find Beenie, Beenie gonna walk away and laugh, make a song about it and make some more money and them kind of thing there. Alright, so we went through the extortion letter, we went through the two sisters and them wickedness. We went through the Beenie Man plead guilty. Ganja, mash up my family. Shout out to Orville Expressions and the Expressions JA family. Corner Shop is out. Please check out Corner Shop on YouTube. It's dope. I'm watching it now. And I'm watching it until bartender start again. And I admire the fact that, yo, Orville Expressions, Orville is a genius. Me not lie. That's why them call him the dancing professor. The professor needs to be on his name. Needs to be. So we went through that. Somebody said ganja mash up the men in our family. So Flo, ganja is not a good thing. Yesterday I was talking about how marijuana can actually save Jamaica's economy. And somebody says ganja is not a good thing. It mash up some of the man them in my family. I know firsthand. And I'm going to say this. I wanted to address that to say this. You know, they purposely demonized ganja. Ganja is not man-made. It comes out of the earth, just like grass does. Is grass illegal? There's mushrooms that are not man-made. That are not man-made. They come out of the earth, the psychedelic mushrooms. And people take them and trip. By the way, here's a little FYI for you. Me not eat from people or drink from people. Here's why. And the only way I'll eat or drink from people is if everybody else I eat and drink the same thing too, and I can see how it's prepared. I read a story years back on people sending, you know how they used to tell us in Jamaica, don't eat from people, don't make your picnic drink from people, because then we mad out your picnic or then we obia your picnic. I read a story, actually it was a documentary, a video. They give the youth a cup, a glass. You want some tea? May I make some tea? He thought, tea, and nothing wrong with that. Me drink a cup of tea. Cup of tea had psychedelic mushrooms in it. The brother never said another sane word in his life. Him walk road, close tear up, don't want to come home. His mother said, don't bathe nothing for days. Them have to catch him and bathe him. Gone. And it was an intelligent youth that was on a visit. Now him just ramble madness to himself. I said, where the world is come across. I said, all right. Gone. So someone can actually give you a cup of tea and your mind left you. Remember that. All right. So the next time, make sure you're seeing how what you're about to consume is prepared. Now, ganja, natural thing. Ganja mash up. I don't think ganja mash up nobody. I've realized it in my own family as well. So I'm watching my grandfather, who is now up in his 90s, mid-90s, and still alive and doing well, apart from some hearing loss. You know, no physically ailing per se. Have all the things that come with being elderly at that age of elderly, but not mash down and pop down. I see young boys out the road where my grandfather look better than, in better condition than, right? Cause and I've noticed they start to like lose teeth. Those who smoke a lot, they work, hold and puff like this and pull. The smoke goes in right here, right? I noticed they lose out their 2 front teeth first, and then 2 bottom teeth, and all these other things. And in my family, I've lost quite a few uncles early. In them 40s to them 50s, gone, right? And I watch the elders who never smoked that are still here in their 90s, some of them 80s, 70s, the 60s, they're here and they're doing well. No physical issues. So it tells me that smoking is probably not a good thing, especially if you're smoking tobacco, because that's what they all had in common. The additives that they put in them cigarette there and all that, all my uncles that passed away, they all had that in common. They were ganja smokers, yes. Cigarette smokers, plus yes. So I think it's the cigarette smoke more than anything, because I know elders that have been burning ganja and them burn ital from a long time, and them teeth them still pretty, and they're way up in age now, and them still look good. So I'm thinking that it's the ganja. Now, for you to say that ganja mash up the men in your family, I think at the tobacco. Maybe them used to mix it with a whole heap of grabber, or maybe they used to just smoke cigarettes from the store where you buy. Do you know that cigarette and alcohol, and don't take my word again, go look it up. We live in a Google, and I always say this the same way that you can look up porn, because I found to do. The same way you can look up porn, go look up something to help your brain. Cigarette and alcohol, 2 legal, perfectly legal things. They kill more people every year than all diseases combined. I forgot some. You heard that? They kill more people every year. Cigarette, you can just go to your counter and say, yo, I'm going to get a pack of Cravenated. Cigarette, I'm going to get a pack of Newport. Cigarette and alcohol kill more people than all diseases combined on an annual basis. Think about that. So, ganja don't mash up your family. I think tobacco mash up your family. But because them burn a little ganja, you are going to say ganja mash them up, because ganja has been demonized. See? And what you must know, for those of you who are burning ganja now, you must know, I mean burn it as in smoke it, not burn it out, but burn it as in smoke it. You must know that there are different strains. And different strains can make people act out in different ways. So for the people who are just frivolously burning ganja, it's a sacred herb enough. It's a sacred herb, and it's a powerful herb that is to be respected. So just like anything else, how my granny said, too much of one thing good for nothing. So if you're over consuming and you are hit the wrong strains, that is contraindicative to your personality, you're going to run into problems. You have ganja that is psychedelic, like you have the sativa, you have the hybrid, and you have indica, right? If you're a person that is not in, like if you're a person that's naturally trippy kind of person, a naturally paro kind of person, and you go hit say like some indica, the indica go wake you in a different way, right? Sativa have you laid back, kick back. But if you're the kind of person, it has to go with, so different strains work differently for different people. That's another thing. So it's not like you just go everywhere and just burn any ganja. You have to know about the strain. Leave that right there. I don't blame ganja for mashing up the men in your family though. I blame tobacco, and they probably drank alcohol as well. Them thing there. Way more damage than ganja. All right. And the last thing I want to talk about was 90s dancehall leads the way. Yesterday I went shopping, took Kai shopping. I felt so bad because we've been locked down for a long time now, so there was no need to, and he's growing, so you know you have to buy picnic clothes as they grow out of them clothes and them shoes and these things. We didn't realize that Kai went from a size 7 in shoes to a size 9. Matter of fact, 9, 9.5. So the youth are wear a size 7 and he's not complaining. But when I read to the story, really check it. But anyhow, different story. I walked into that store yesterday, and this is in the mall, a major mall. And I thought I was in Jamaica yesterday. Me all start dance sound and know some can't dance. In the people them mall. In a major mall, huge mall. 90s dancehall. I heard Bounty Killer. When the Bounty Killer part come in, at first I heard Sean Paul. And I thought, yeah, Sean Paul get play overseas all the time. Anyway, right? But then me hear Sorani, and I heard Beenie Man, and I heard Red Rat, and I heard Bounty Killer. Mr. Rotted, I mix them as a mixologist in a mix. But what I noticed was it was 90s dancehall. And even the people who work in the mall, they're not Jamaican. They're working and they're dancing. And when them favorite song come on, because I'm paying attention, when their favorite song come on, you want to see them. Oh, hey girl, hey, this is my, this. I'm like, yo, the music is powerful, but a 90s dancehall. So what is it about our music now that the modern music cannot hold a flame to 90s dancehall? Because don't get me wrong, you have some good music that's coming out. You have some bad artists who are out right now, right? But what is it about 90s dancehall that makes new music can't hold a flame to it? Yo, anytime you hear everyone falls in love sometime, me say everybody, it's like everybody. White people, Spanish people, black people, Chinese people, everybody did a reaction as soon as it came on. And then you start the people are move while they're shopping. And I'm looking at the people moving. You want to see me to me start roll up my sleeve, you know? See me? Yeah, me, I'm gonna make them know, say. So yeah, that could you help me with that one over there? Like that one right there. There, like that, me I show off me. Because I'm in the moment, I feel so proud, you know? I'm like, this is a major mall. This ain't no corner shop. This ain't no cook shop. This is not in a party where a Jamaican DJ, a DJ at a dancehall party. This is in a major shopping mall in the US. And out loud, me hear Beenie Man, Bounty Killer, Red Rat, and them people up on the radio. Yo, ask. I have to make them know, say, Jamaica, me come from. I might think that, you know. Me say, yes, could I have that in a size? Matter of fact, could we like measure his feet first just to make sure that he's on the right, you know, that we get the right size and try and push our, to make them see it. I'm proud, but what is it about 90s dancehall though? Was it the unity that they had in 90s dancehall? Because I realized that they were juggling, right? And the one rhythm did I play? I'm hear all these artists, and then whoop, our next rhythm come in, I'm hear Bounty, I'm hear Beenie. I said, no man, when them dropping the Bounty Killer, I was like, oh, look how much youth hype up themselves like them reach farther than somebody like Bounty Killer. Look how many of the young artists them get a one song, and they're like tough up themselves. I mean, you run the place, you know, I'm one boy, and a one song and a two song, and we don't know about you overseas. And I go a lot of places. This is a list of me and wifey trying to remember some of the places. So we got places, right? Woodville, Lubbock, Midland, Columbus, Odessa, Snyder, Eagle Lake, Livingston, Matador, Brownville, Houston, Beaumont. Then you go Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and we never went through each place that we visited in these places. Florida, we lived there, Texas, New York, Connecticut, Jamaica. You might hear them songs played in Jamaica. What is it about 90s dancehall? 90s dancehall still around the place. And the message to the young artists them is this. Stop acting like you have arrived when you haven't arrived. You overhype yourself and then you kill yourself quickly. You see, paying homage to those that did it before you, it goes a long way. And what some of them need to do is get some of these who they caught, yo, old man that, yo. That's how they style them now. Yo, old people something that, man. A new badness we are deal with. You see me? Get on the phone and say, yo, Father Bounty, yeah, I so and so this. Yeah, may I beg you some advice still, you know? Just some advice. Respect your thing to the max and have them talk to you. Bounty Killer said he's here to teach, but them no want to learn. Everybody chest too high. I feel like, make sure Bounty has spent No Doubt money still from the collaboration with No Doubt. This song still play on a regular basis in many states in the United States of America. And this is why they have ASCAP and BMI and these things, because these people track where these things are played. And when you hear their song in establishments like a mall, don't think the mall can just play their music. They have to pay to play the music. Go research this. This is what the mall does. The mall buys a playlist according to the demographic of who come in there. They buy a playlist, and each artist on this playlist is either registered with BMI or ASCAP or one of them there, and they have agents who look and listen, and if they come in there and hear any artist off their list that they represent, music being played in there, and their artist is not getting paid, they're gonna have to cut that check. So they get paid. This is the corporate side of the music and the new dancehall not reaching there. All the artists, the Yankee artists, them, the big name artists, they're running to work with the 90s dancehall music sound. And I'm not saying that the music should stay stagnant and just sound one way, because hip hop doesn't sound the same like it did even 10 years ago. 20 years ago, hip hop doesn't sound the same. So I expect with new generation, new technology, you know what I'm saying? It's going to sound different. However, I think we've lost. And like Father Capleton said, there's no place in dancehall for trap, or there's no place in reggae for trap dancehall. Trap dancehall is like something over there upon its own. What it represents, how it sound, all that. And when the people them want the real, when they say Jamaican, don't you notice they go back to that genre? So something that go on with the music that's causing the music to not cross over. The only person I see right now that is hitting up international collaborations is Popcorn, Vibes Cartel. Who else? You have Shensia. I think Spice could do it too. Spice has done it. But to get that one song that plays, if I'm in Texas, I hear it. In the mall, I hear it. In Florida, in the mall. I don't have to go to a dancehall party where Jamaicans are gathered. Shaggy stays on play. Shaggy in a whole different league I'm on. You just have to just leave him out there. He is Shaggy. Theme thing different. So is Sean Paul. For them thing different. You're gonna hear them in an elevator somewhere in a 5-star hotel. You're going up to the 21st floor and Shaggy start play or that kind of stuff. So they're well corporate. For them, paperwork is well sold up. These are the people they should reach out to. That's what I'm saying. These are the people they should reach out to, instead of stay there, big up yourself with your one song that never even make it out at airport, much less fly out. Instead of bigging up yourself with that, humble yourself and go talk to these guys. Find out what them do. What lawyer were you using? Like, what you doing at the contract? Like, how do we go to this level? How do we get to work with so-and-so? How do we cross into this genre? How do we mix this with that? Go find out, because they did it. And not only did they do it, they're still doing it. I don't know if you ever see the kind of crowds that people like Shaggy perform in front of, and the reception that they get in many different countries around the world. Sean Paul and them, man. Even the 90s dancehall artists, them. And Sean Paul still carry Rick Rock and what's the other one name with him when they're touring and out on the road, because I see the picture of them and I see the video clips. The one was saying, "Something on the counter." It wasn't me. The youth will sing that. Not Sean Paul, but Shaggy carries him with him, you know. So when he does a live show, you're not gonna hear a recording of something banging on the counter and him up and say it wasn't me. The youth that they with him and sing it. So longevity of Rayvon. Thank you. A Rick Rock. I think a Rick Rock sing. Well, it could be Rayvon, but him and Rayvon have some big song as well. That they in Rayvon is there. Rayvon is the name, and I think Rick Rock is the other one. But they have like, what did you do for a living? I toured the world. Really? I don't know you. Well, did you see Shaggy perform last? Oh, you mean Mr. Bombastic? Yeah. Watch that video again. Don't you see me right there singing? On the counter? That's me. That's what I do. And able to sustain them family and live above average life off of them good song there. And this new age dancehall is not doing it. Not doing it. I heard Sean Paul say something, and some of his stuff I agreed with, some I didn't. I didn't like the fact that he said clashing is like, him saying I like it. And he wouldn't go into it. When dancehall was built on clash, see? But I remember Bounty Killer said, "What must you think some man a Sean Paul boy? We come from ghetto with pride and joy." Something about that. So I know it's some kind of they go on there. So I think the unity is lost in dancehall. But Sean Paul did make some sense when he said to be able to cross into a slavery mentality. He said, "Babe, clashing is slavery mentality." I didn't too agree with that. Because the same people who say clashing is slavery mentality, they'll be overseas right now tuned into a rap battle. And in a rap battle, they talk about all the things that they're trying to ban from dancehall music. In a rap battle, Mara go fly upon wall, your mother go get hit from behind, and we ain't talking about accidentally or like a truck. Them kind of something that, all kind of something that go on. Your girl gonna get dragged by her hair weave. All kind of something that gonna be said in a rap battle. And some people will support those and then look at their own people and tear them down. It's entertainment. It might be a form of entertainment you don't like, but it's entertainment. And dancehall was built on clashing. However, when we talk about crossing boundaries, we have to address the content. Sean Paul said, I don't know, maybe it's because I sing in a way that people can understand the words, and then they're able to repeat the words. And you know, people gravitate to a song more when they can repeat the words and understand the words, right? Especially when you're in a party, you buckle down bus on it halfway already and you feel nice and your favorite song come on. A word for word, you're gone with the song. So people resonate more with that when they can understand the words and repeat the words. And also when the content is clean. So they don't have to worry about like, yo, my kids them in here. So, oh, my favorite song, come on, but I have to turn it down. Because it a talk about dig out our hole and fling her over this one, suck off me something and this and that, dung in your throat, and can't let the kids hear that. You know what I mean? If the content is clean, you could wind the windows down on a hot day. I've done it. I've had music playing in my car where me I vibe to the music, you know, and it was no good music, by the way, as in content. So, but I listen to all forms of dancehall, all forms of reggae. But when you get to the part where whole heap of bad word are cuss and under woman and gal and this and that, I find myself stuck in traffic down in Miami and it's traffic jam up, wind up my window them because I don't want others hearing this garbage that I'm listening to. And it is garbage. The car next to you could have two small kids in it. And the person, the mother or the father in the car could be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at these people and listen to what the hell they're blaring through loudspeakers. And my children have to be subjected to this. You know, I don't curse in front of my children. So why should I allow you to play? And I mean, well, we're right. Public space can do what I want. You know, it's there already. But I have to like dumb down, either wind the windows up or change what I'm listening to something else. If me I listen to some Chronics or some Protege or some Coffee or Play or something like that, we can turn it up loud. And then I see these other people enjoying my music. People even ask where you get that mixer from, or where'd you get that CD from, Or is that a radio playing? Or is that a CD? Or is that a collection of, you know, they want to know. But when y'all play the nasty music, nobody don't want to know. They're trying to get away from you. I played the nasty music with my windows down because I'm a social experiment kind of person, and I want to see, and I'm at the light, and I could see the other cars in the other lane coming up. The light red, so they're gonna have to stop. They don't pull up right next to me. From them hear the music, them stop both way down here, so like at my tail light level. They don't even want to pull up close to you because they don't want to hear it. Or I've seen people pull up with all windows down and they look, give you that disgusting look, and all 4 windows go up. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the reaction that your music is bringing, where people are tuning out, putting their windows up when it's playing, if me play some Sorani, everyone falls in love, so I don't have to put my windows up, and the people in the car next to me, them are going to pull up close. And they even start dancing. Yeah, man, 90s dancehall, still run the place. Proven. I was so proud yesterday. Could you help me with the one over there? Like, yeah, the red and black one. Yeah, that one right. And the one down here, like, you know, I try show set. I might think that. We're proud, you know, yard and abroad, you know. Anyhow, big up on yourself, people, and thank you for being here. It's the freaking weekend, baby. Go out there and have a positive weekend. For those of you who are locked in your house, go get some sunshine. You are melanated people. You need your sunshine. Go and get your sunshine. All right? If nothing else, go outside and soak up some sunshine. But keep it safe this weekend. Spread some love around. Keep it safe this weekend. Yeah? Now get in no foolishness that you're going to regret. And just try to live a humble life like myself, yeah. Spend some time around family and friends and people that love you and uplift your vibrations. And if you don't have those, it's okay to spend time alone. Maybe you need to spend time alone. All right? Big up on yourself, man. The extortion letter they do. Cooperation or slaughteration. It sounds like a movie. It sounds like a twin of twins. Cooperation or slaughteration. I saw. Big up on yourself. I'm out. One love, people. Peace.